Paper Monsters Recut is an updated version of Mobot Studios and Crescent Moon Games' first ever collaboration. Working off the success of the original's mobile venture, they decided to dive headfirst into the console market by releasing their game on the Wii U. Now, we all know that porting over a game from a mobile platform to console will raise a red flag as being a money-grabbing opportunity, but Paper Monsters Recut manages to separate itself from that classification, and here is why. When I started playing this game, I could get a sense that the developers really put some effort into it. The game has personality and has all the platforming fundamentals you would expect. The only problem is that in many categories, this game falls short of being great. One of the most notable would have to be the music of the overworld. It has a mellow melody that plays throughout the whole game and that can get annoying at times. On the other hand, the levels themselves and the boss battles have great music and really make the game more intense. Speaking of boss battles, they are one of the best parts of this game. I felt that it really turned into an intense and action-filled game. The bosses are all unique and fit well with the theme of each world. They follow the classic formula of having a pre-programmed routine, so it will take some memorization to beat the bosses. There is one glaring issue, however, with the boss fights, and that is that they are flawed. For example, when I was fighting the last boss, I clearly got hit with his blast, but didn't take any damage. Same goes for the squid boss, who lashed out at me in vain. The place where this game really shines is the variety that it has. Each world has around 5 stages, each with their own theme, and with each stage there's always something new that gets introduced. They managed to switch up the normal platforming gameplay with sledding, jetpacking, and even shooting. This really helped me in keeping the game fresh and made me want to keep playing. The varying themes and enemies was a nice touch too, but the level design I felt really didn't pick up until after an hour of gameplay. This game reminded me a lot about the early Kirby games. For anyone that has gone back to play them, you get a sense that there isn't really a lot going on and that it feels too easy and the game is a casual stroll. Although this game is intended for all ages, there can still be plenty going on in the level and still maintain the same difficulty. The game does pick up the pace and becomes more involved, but a little too late in my opinion. This game features about 4 to 6 hours of gameplay depending on how much you are willing to explore. The paper clips found in the levels are used to unlock stages, and the golden buttons are for unlocking the minigames. There are 3 paper clips per stage and 1 golden button, all of which are hidden or are in a location off the path to the end of the level. They are for the most part not too difficult to obtain, and I never had a roadblock that stopped me from progressing just because I didn't have enough paper clips. I did, however, need to replay some levels to unlock all the minigames, so my advice is to actively look for them throughout. The minigames are a great idea to add longevity by having a high score system, but the minigames themselves are just endless runners, so they didn't keep my attention for too long. Overall, I would say this game is a good attempt at a platformer in need of some polishing to make it a great game. It has personality and the levels have great themes and varieties, but are overshadowed by the fact that the game is at times broken and has a slow start with little to no replay value. This is why I feel the game deserves a 6.8. All of this aside, deep down, this is a game that was made by a group of people that really cared about it, and this game reflects that. It has a soul, and this game is a great stepping stone for the developers to improve on in their next game. I look forward to seeing Mobot Studios and Crescent Moon Games grow, and I'm eager to get my hands on their next projects. Thank you for watching our review of Paper Monsters Recut for the Wii U. If you want to see other reviews of other games or just want to see some random videos, feel free to subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter. Thank you from the SMP Crew.